Oh, well, I found a new enemy outside of the Mithril mines over by Eisen Bridge for Gulas. So let's go ahead and scan that one. Everybody else default. This is also where the red helm is, in case you still need that entry. Okay, good. I'm glad that missed. Okay, so let's have you attack that one. Let's have you do tornado, do soil, and do one cast of heat. Let's have you do double heat, and then one cast of soil. And then let's have you go after that one. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get the bestiary trait for that one. Oh, and here's another enemy that I need to encounter. Two, actually. Flame Moth and Orc Lord. There's an ability that I can learn from the Orc Lord, so I need to not only scan, but also confuse it. So let me go ahead and scan you. Have everybody else default. Okay, and examine the Flame Moth. Have everybody else default again. Weak to water and wind. Oh, it has Baleful Bellow, okay. Rampart. Ooh. Okay, interesting. So let's see, I want to go after this one, and cast Frost a few times. Let's have you just cast Frost once, and let's have you try and get Confusion on the Orc Lord. Oh. Well. Okay, so that's what Rampart does. Okay. And the Orc Lord's gonna get KO'd. Oh. Hello. Okay, we have another new enemy in this area. Same one. Dark Drakes. Okay, and have Idia default. Okay, they're all weak to frost. Makes sense. Hammerhead. Okay. Okay, that works for me. So let's go ahead and attack you. Let's have you cast Frost twice. Have you cast Frost. And have you attack the Dark Drake. Nice. Okay, so I'm back and I've filled out the bestiary for this area, so let's go ahead and read it. Starting with the Orc Lord. Lords of the Orcs with fancy weapons, sure, but dignified and noble? I think not. Still, their Rampart ability completely neutralizes physical attacks. I don't like that at all. Not to mention Mass Attack when they get all their allies to attack us at once. They protect their comrades and inspire them to attack together. Now that's what I call true leadership, unlike those so-called orc leaders who just strike poses and shout annoyingly. I'm starting to think these creatures really are lords of a sort. Doubtless they are a better class of fighter than the orc leaders, but they are still orcs. Roast them before they erect their ramparts and are easily dealt with. Okay, and here's a summary of what I just read, as usual. And I think Mass Attack is an ability that you can get for the Catmancer class. I think I have it already. But we have the Red Helm, a giant man-eating bear that looks as if it's wearing a huge red helmet. I guess so. It doesn't really look like it in battle to me, but anyway. I heard a lot of old legends about these monsters, like how they were so powerful they ruled entire mountains. They have heavily muscled shoulders and razor-sharp claws. Their massacre attack delivers 4 blows in quick succession, each one powerful enough to crush actual rock. You don't stand much of a chance if one of them catches you napping. You know, red helms are constantly being splattered by the blood of their victims. There's never time for the blood to dry, and it ends up turning the bear red all over. That's my theory, anyway. What do you guys think? Sounds plausible, right? Why is you the only one writing? Wait, what? You made that up? I totally bought it. I thought you'd read it in a scientific journal or something. Yeah, usually you is our information person, huh? And of course, here's a summary of what I just read. It is a bit concerning that they're red because they're drenched in blood and that's not natural. But anyway, we have the flying enemy, the Regulus, white line that soars through the air on beautiful wings. It is a legend come to life. Legend? Is this monster famous? Very. For centuries, nobody saw one in the flesh, and people just assumed they were the stuff of fairy tales. But then a live one was found several decades ago, and people realized they were real. You know a lot about it. That's the Crystal Guard training, I guess. That's right. The Orthodoxy were expected to read the old myths and sacred stories. Baleful bellow strikes fear into the entire party, while Stardust unleashes a light attack on all foes. When you are struck with fear, you are unable to use Brave or to fall, which makes it impossible to respond when the battle turns against you. Although fear does not inflict damage, it should be cured quickly with a draught of remedy or other means. I actually didn't know that the fear status could be cured with a remedy, actually. I don't think the games mentioned it until this point. Okay, interesting. And the next one was, right, the flame moth. A huge moth whose wings sparkle and crack with flames. It almost has a divine air about it. I heard of moths being drawn to a flame, but this one is actually on fire. How can that be? Good question. All I know is that it absorbs any fire attack we throw at it, taking the flames and making them its own. Oh, okay. I didn't try to use fire on it anyway. You usually think of insects as being vulnerable to fire, but in this case it might be better to turn that logic around. Maybe we could try dousing its flame with water? Well deduced, my friends. To elaborate, the flames you see coming from the creature are formed by the friction of its wings and a flammable substance secreted from the moth's body. It is, as you astutely observed, vulnerable to water and to wind as well, as the gusts serve to quench the flames rather than fan them. In addition to absorbing fires, as an airborne being, it is also impervious to earth-based attacks. The moth's powerful firestorm attack can inflict fire damage on entire parties, with the lingering flames hindering their defense against further physical blows. Be wary. Okay, cool. And I'm glad that we finally get an explanation for why an aerial enemy is susceptible to wind. Then we have the Dark Drake, feisty little dragons that like to fight in packs. They have hard heads and make good use of them by ramming straight into their enemies. With Hammerhead, they jump high in the air and come barreling down to the ground. It doesn't just hurt, the impact is so strong that it leaves you open for further attacks. I'm surprised it doesn't hurt them. It gives me a headache just watching them. Maybe it does hurt them. That's what I call rushing headlong. I like their style. Dark drakes feed on small animals and bugs that live in the soil. Their diet is their diet that strengthens their skull structure, allowing their distinctive attacking style. Oh, okay. Cool. And here's a summary of what I just read, as usual. And that's all for this area. So I'm going to go to all of the towns real quick because there are accessories and stuff that you can get from each town. So I'm going to pick those up real quick. well, actually, let me see how much they are, because I actually haven't bothered to look. So, I know that Heart's has one of them, or a few of them. So, let's go up to the shop real quick. Okay, let's see. Okay, just checking to make sure that I have everything else from here. But anyway, the Sky Knight Garb, I have so much money, I'm maxed out, so I might as well buy them. So I think I'll go around to all the towns and buy 4 of each of these types of things. They don't do anything except change the appearance of your characters. They don't have any stats or anything. I don't even think the diary would probably have a category for them, but I'm going to buy them anyway, and I guess I'll show them off once I've collected all of them, but I'll do that in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this one, give this video a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon, and check out my reaction channel. All those links will be in the description below. And subscribe for more, and if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload videos. This is ViolarulesGaming, signing off. Talk to you later.